Hi everyone, welcome to step 5 of our week 9 Venngage infographics week. This is a pretty video heavy week because there's a lot that goes into building a Venngage graphic. If you've completed step 4 and watch my little journalist toolbox training video on Venngage, you've got a feel for how the tool works. Typically you're pulling from a variety of data sets and pulling them together, maybe some studies or things like that, and pulling together a lot of different pieces of data on one topic, and then putting it together into kind of a vertical or horizontal presence using one of the Venngage templates. I've got a list of examples here, just a little folder full of them. You've gone through the 9 types of infographics. We had you read through this, which is very important. For your assignment this week, you might choose to do a statistical infographic, an informational one, a timeline. There's a lot of good, timeline templates in here. This one's excellent. This one's very good. This one's really good if you're doing, something a little deeper and you want to go vertical with it. We'll have you write a few hundred words to accompany the story, and just follow this design process. Coming up with your idea, doing the research, sketching it out. Everything I covered in that last video is very important, especially the sketching. There's nothing worse than getting into Venngage and just start laying stuff out. It becomes a mosh pit and an absolute mess. So choose a template and then kind of sketch out what you want to do with it first. In our week 9 folder, we have infographic examples in here. There's a bunch of them. There's some sports ones, a few others. But you can look through these and kind of get a feel. This is one that the National Weather Service puts out. They put these out quarterly for each of the seasons, and this was a cool one about winter weather. It's a little campy. There's their font choices in here are a little weird, but it really explains a lot of really cool stuff about what aggregation is. Difference between sleet and freezing rain, thunder, snow, which we get here in Chicago quite a bit. Vertical graphic. They put their credit here at the bottom. They put their logo. Always make sure you have your credit on everything. There's some fun ones in here too. This was a real simple graphic that ESPN did. LeBron has run 235 miles in the 2017-18 NBA season and playoffs. And then they converted it. How many marathons is that? Second most is Drew Holiday. He's run 239.7 miles. Simple graphic. Just 2 or 3 data points in it is all there is. But really a fun way to present it. And I've got others in here too that can help get your juices flowing as far as graphics. This one's kind of what we've done before in Adobe Premiere. What we've done before in Google Flourish and Data Wrapper. You'll probably want to reach beyond that and do something a little bigger, like I showed you with the National Weather Service and some of these others. A couple things about Venngage. When you go to download and make public your graphic, I'm going to open this one up here. And this graphic should look familiar to you. This is the little starship robots that go around campus. Some students do a story on it. And some of the stats here, the credits down here in the bottom. To publish this, you'll go and hit the publish button here. And it'll give you a publish choice, and she's already published this. So I'll hit it again. It gives you embed code, stuff like that you don't care about. What you want to do with it is download it as a static image. You can do it as a PNG file. That's how I'd recommend you do it, or PNG HD, high definition, so it appears a little better. The HD is a little better. It takes a little longer to download. It's got a share button up here in the upper right too. So we're going to put the static image, the image that you're downloading, the PNG file, the PNG file, and to link to the interactive chart, maybe you have a pie chart or a poll or a video or something embedded in here. Which I wish they had done, because they had some great video of these little robots zipping around campus. I think they go faster than 4 miles an hour, by the way, because they've chased me down a couple of times on campus. So to get the link to this graphic, once you've published it, hit the share button. It gives you a little copy link thing right down here. Then you just go to Medium and you'll upload your graphic the same way you would a regular photo. And you guys know how to do that. You've done that before. So this is, Venngage practice. I'll just call it this. You'll actually write a headline for your story. I'll go find my image in the downloads folder. And let's see if we can find it in here. There it is, the little ping file. And there we have our nice, graphic. You can center it if you want to. It automatically centered. Alt text is always important on these. You can write a little description. Starship graphic. I cover this quite a bit in my digital journalism classes. Having that alt text in there is important. If someone who's visually impaired is scrolling over your graphic, their reader will tell them what it is then. So they don't just all of a sudden, what's this? They can't see it. They have special software that reads what's on the screen to them, screen reader. And then you can drop in here, interactive chart, and have a link to the interactive chart. Click on the link, drop your link into the Venngage, and that way I can always see the interactive chart as well. And do that, regardless of whether you're doing anything with it interactively or not. So I actually made a little block quote here. It's probably not the best thing to do, but I wanted it to stand out a little bit. You can make it, you can make it a little cut line if you want to. You can boldface it. You can put a little star by it or something like that. But that's how you make it into an interactive chart link right underneath your static. And then, of course, you'll just hit publish, and you'll write a short story with it. Your Venngage infographic assignment is in the Week 9 folder. It's due Monday, March 14th at noon. And if you're taking this class in any semester outside of the 2022 spring semester, your deadlines will be a little different. Make sure you've looked through those 9 types of infographics, the repeat of the training video here, if you need to watch that again for reference. Topics, you can pick anything. You can do coronavirus, vaccinations, deaths, etc. Any other, Chicago-based topic. I throw a lot of COVID stuff in here. Look back on, the anniversary of the George Floyd protests. This is a second anniversary of it's coming up. Things like that. So all kinds of things you can do. You can log in as yourself on Venngage. Or you can use my login, which is at the bottom of this assignment sheet. It's also on our logins page at the top level of our Google Drive. So the topic is up to you. If you're unsure of it, reach out to me and let me know. Also, when you go to tweet your Medium post, attach your graphic. You can have that PNG file. You can attach that to the back end, to the bottom of your tweet, and they look pretty cool having those little vertical or horizontal graphics attached to the tweet. So make sure you've done that as well. That's all I had for now. If you have any questions, reach out to me, but just make sure you've got it done by Monday, March 14th at noon, and we'll look them over. Thanks.